Hi everyone, this is Joe Will from FM Productions Squared, and we're back to do some more recording for Chrono. So, last time we got through the Viper Manor, and talked with the shaman here, and kind of explained what we need to do a bit. So first things first is, remember when we went to the marshes the last time? Well, first let's actually go around and look at buying gear and such, and talking to people. So, Hell Soul. Nice. That's like the only one I haven't seen before. There's Gravity Blow, but still, I mean, this one definitely don't have. Let's just get a couple of those. We'll get another one of those. Meteorite, Photon Ray, Electro Jolt, Uplift, Arrow Saucer. To be honest, you probably should be buying a lot of these so you can have everybody equipped, but what I do is whenever I switch people around and throughout the party, in and out of the party, I take off the people I move out of the party. I take all their stuff off, so I don't end up having a crap ton of stuff everywhere. So we'll do that. We'll bring in Poshul again, and somebody else, one of the other ones, and replace Mojo and so I think we used Mojo and whatever his name is. It's just completely flipped out of my mind. Replace him because we use him a little bit too much now. Replace him with other characters to level them up a bit. We don't need 11 of them, for God's sake. Jeez. Brace. Maybe we need a few more of these, though. Maybe we need some more of those. We got plenty of gold, so I'm not too worried about that. Get a few more of those. Okay. Ah, get out of there, cat. I wonder if Lynx is from there. It says that all the stuff we see up to that point says he's an emissary from Pore, but I'm wondering if he's originally from that place. He's obviously a demi-human. Interesting. Oh, there's a... You just gotta think there's like something back here. Oh, what the hell? There was something back here, oh my god. That is nowhere, and I looked all the way through, there's just nothing in there about that thing. This is kind of what sucks about some walkthroughs. I mean, I tried to find ones made by Ilex. on Game Facts because he usually has the most complete ones. Who made this? Whoever made this, I printed it out in 2005, so. But the guide was made in like one of the last updates I think was in 2000. Was August 16th, 2000. So this thing is this guide I printed out is like a friggin' historical text now or something. Friggin' 18 years old or something like that. But cool. So there was something back there. See, you just gotta check everywhere, so you never know what the hell you're gonna find. Probably should. Well, let me see. Can we go back around here? Doesn't look like there's anything here. That'd be a little bit too much on the nose if there was something down here too. And hidden like behind the thing, like that. Interesting, 2 ways to get through there. So there should be like an armory somewhere. You gotta find Guile, that's his name, Guile. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Guile. Maybe it's down here. Or not. No, I guess not. This isn't, Huh. Interesting. So there's another thing. I never was able to really figure out how to properly cast summons because I could never get the element grid. That's interesting. I think there'd be something back there. Looks like it almost looks like there's another area back there, but there's not. Because I could never get the grid to go fully to a color, an element, and stay there because the enemies would keep on using other things. So it's somewhat difficult. So this is just the it's just the temple area here. I'm wondering now if I should even use this guide anymore because this thing is so old and there's so much stuff that I'm finding that's not in here. Well, let me pause recording real quick. I'm gonna go to Game Facts and see if I can find something a little bit more up to date so that we're not missing anything. So a game like this, you could miss all kinds of stuff quite easily. Okay, so I'm just reading through. So the guide I was using before was Nemesis's guide, and the one I printed out was the final version. So yeah, so I'm using there's a guide that was written in 2016, and I'm using that one now. This one's by Shotgun Nova. Jeez. So here's something interesting about the field effects that I didn't know about, and it's not explained in the game. So if you have two opposing elements in the field effect, they will cancel each other out. So for example, if you have a blue, blue, red, the red will cancel out one blue. At least that's what Shotgun Nova says from their experience in the game. So I'm just kind of going through this and trying to figure out alright, so stand overview. Okay, standard star levels indicate star count, which everyone should know, blah, blah. Okay, so star levels also indicate how many times a character can do a summon. So the more bosses you fight, the more times you can summon, use summon elements, apparently. And they don't recover on their own, you have to sleep at an inn, or at a bed or something. Alright, let me see if we can find anything about... Obviously there is New Game Plus. So in New Game Plus, star levels go, gold goes, all character stats go, all window frames go. I mean, they transfer over. All elements besides Chrono Cross and summons. All raw materials, including rainbow shells and shiny items. All special attacks learned automatically. But the ones you have to find, earn and find don't. So like Maiden Faith Unleashed. All equipment besides Master Immune, Einleiser. So I guess that means all the ultimate stuff. All heroes learned, all enemies learn for Sprig's doppelganger ability. Things like key items do not carry over. So you start with the Time Egg and Shifter on a New Game Plus. Okay, so there are some elements that don't carry over for whatever reason. Other things different in New Game Plus on Pierre's Path, KCS GG boss fight comes with that private first. Interesting. So on Pierre's Path, the Acacia Sergeant boss fights, you don't have any Acacia private firsts in it. You skip the Ice Breath quest, the Dragoon still does not show up at Fort Dragonia's entrance when you enter it normally, as it normally would. Fort Dragonia's Blue Room, Sea, Chest, Dragoon locations have been switched. That's interesting. Continue Plus. Interesting. So Continue Plus allows you to carry over. So this allows the player to carry over some things into another save file. Continue Plus. That is weird. So those boxes, I'm just reading some of these notes here because it's stuff that didn't get covered in the other thing. In the Viper Manor, those chests that you find around, if you hit one that doesn't have an item in it, you actually enter into a battle. But you can deal with that by escaping, and then you can fight it again to give it another shot. Interesting. So if you for trapping elements, if you escape or are beaten in the battle where you've trapped an element, you actually get to keep it. So that's something a little bit different. Diminishes fighting enemies, the colors. So I'm just gonna really quickly go through and see. So I'm going to take a little bit more time to kind of read through this and see if we missed anything anywhere, and then we'll pick up again. Alright, so amazingly we didn't really miss much, though there's some more information about you know, why you would pick some paths over the other. And also we do have a few things we can get here that I might have missed otherwise. So, first let's head to the bar. We're at the, so we can get an item from the bar that'll help us get through the, marsh. That's interesting. You can only get... There's also a Tropical Paradise frame. You can only get that if you choose not to save kit. Which I find interesting. So this dwarf back here. That's it, huh? Alright, so what else do we need? So we got the pellet bone, we got the amulet, we got the feathery dress. Yeah, so we can't get the other things, so we're good to go now. Right, there's another shop here. Maybe this is the one we're looking for. Equipment shop. There we go. Don't have any carapaces. So, bronze glove. And now we don't have any leather for that. Copper swallow. Alright. Bronze vest, bronze mail. So we could use a few of those. Bronze helmet. Let's see, alright. So by choosing the safe kid, you unlock Korcha, Mel, and Rasley for being able to come into your party, and if you don't, you get Doc, Maka, and Glenn. And Glenn is one of the strongest characters in the game. Alright, so one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to head off to the Shadow Forest and try to get that other piece of Skelly. You should be able to enter there now. And then we're going to head to Termina to do a couple things as well. Nah. I'm bribed with booze. Alright, before we switch them out, I want to make sure we unequip everything we can off of there. So I did want to bring the other guys along to power them up a bit. So we're not going to do anything here yet. We'll come back to do stuff. So let's use the teleport. Well, yeah, no. Nope, we need to do the unequipping first. Oh, there's down there 84. So it goes down by 1%, but we get an increase of 2 attack power. So in the armor, you have to have armor. Interesting. Sea Swallow. Actually increases the hit percentage too. So, shifts attribute of element attacks receives to weapon. What the hell does that even mean? I think we'll use that one, that one's pretty good. This item here, it's probably best to unequip it because this is the item that Guile needs for later on. That's what he bet on. It's probably better not to equip that. Alright, let's go to Mojo. Since Pushel uses gloves as well, I'll equip that to him. I will take off the other stuff he has. Alright, now we're ready to switch to that. We'll go ahead and bring in Pushel. Actually, they have been gaining, haven't they? This Pushel was 170 last time I looked. So maybe that information in the guide was wrong, that they don't increase in their powers. Still, bring her over, and we'll do Lena. Well, let's do Korcha. Well, it's a blue and 8 either way. We've used Lena before. Well, it's about leveling them up, though, if they have to. Let's bring her over and see if she does get any power-ups. Alright, now we gotta equip them. I forgot that Pushel still had stuff on her. So level 1 equipment here. So let's change that for let's put the meter right there. Lena also had stuff too. Oh, that's a level 2, isn't it? Level 2 element. Yeah. Okay. Plus minus 4 here. Turn yellow. I already have my, never mind. Put brace in there, along with ointment. Then I'm thinking Ice Lance or Ice Blast. Yeah, Ice Blast. It's the stronger one. Alright. Actually, wait, does Surge have a open slot? Oh, just saw one. Yes, he does. Alright. So, Shadow Forest. Can we enter it yet?